Okay. All right. Hey. Hello. Welcome. It's Monday again. Welcome to Divine and Conquer's Rise of Tiamat. I almost said Horde of the Dragon Queen because we've only been playing that game forever. But now we're in a new campaign. So we are playing in Rise of Tiamat. It is the second half of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign out of the 5th edition modules that Wizards of the Coast publishes. And yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight, guys. Did we have any special announcements to run through before we do our usual stuff, or?
I do.
Shot.
I have a special announcement.
Please, Jeremiah.
That's it.
Congratulations on your parentage. Mazel tov, you are now a father.
Now with that.
You are now a dad. You are now a dad of an adorable baby Yoda.
Special. Just letting you guys know that December 17th at 7:30 Central Time, we'll be having a special one shot. It's going to be the Lich who stole the Cryesimus.
Nice.
I think a lot of our bros here are going to be playing in it. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be doing another charity for Extra Life, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
That's my special announcement.
That's a good special announcement. I have seen some of the characters being made for the one shot, and I am excited for it. Okay. So, if we have, I guess with nothing else, I guess we'll just go through our usual things. So, as always, we have our good bros at Paladin Claw that make wonderful wooden tabletop products such as wooden dice. They have DM screens. They have beautiful dice vaults. They've got the dual hex one that holds, 2 sets of dice and a mini. Jesus has the Council of 7. What else? They do spell slot trackers, and they're always making new cool stuff. And we have a coupon code for all that. So if you put in the coupon code Divine Conquer at checkout, you get 10% off on your purchase. So go give them some love. They are fantastic. Support small creators.
Yep. There's the easy joke there.
Yeah, there is an easy joke there, but I think we're done with that. So, speaking of creators that are 100% actually they're themselves and not a copy that was made in Virginia. Hey, Len, do you want to talk about?
Definitely not.
That sounds like a secret joke.
Jesus, I need to send you some pictures of what I took because we went into the Underdark. Essentially, it was the coolest place, and
Nice.
there was this giant pond that was all lit up, and I swear it's the entrance to the Feywild. It's the coolest thing.
Nice.
But yeah, as far as Alistair goes, that's a webcomic that B and Fig make, and we've been doing it for a few months now. And with the holidays, it's going to get a little shaky as far as uploads go, but it's pretty much every other Mondays when we get an upload on Webtoon. But if you're a Patreon member for as little as $1 a month, you get extra stuff as well as the comic early. And you get other stuff. Vic, do you want to talk about what was uploaded today?
I guess I will. So we have many different tiers in our Patreon. The lowest one is our bro tier, which you can get for subscribing for $1 a month. You get all the extra goodness of behind the scenes work. Sometimes I'll drop some little chunks of lore about the world of Alistair and some characters. There's the Devil and Up tier. There's a Paladin tier, which gets you a bunch of other fun stuff like character profiles and sometimes we do commission work for the bro tier, for the Paladin tiers. And then we have our Zesty tier, which is our highest tier, which is arts that Lynn and I don't dare post anywhere else. Jesus, we need to send you our monthly Zesty art.
I need it. I need the.
Jesus is our He kind of is our purveyor.
He's the quality control.
Quality control, yeah. So he looks at the quality of the zest that we put forward, and we need to send it to him today. But if you're part of our Zesty tier, you would have gotten that lovely email with two beautiful blonde boys.
Oh, never mind.
Not I think the one that I made, Jesus might be interested in looking at for reasons.
I will go ahead and send those over.
Okay.
Anyway.
So yeah, we have a Zesty tier, and as always, I believe we're doing a Demi-Planes this weekend.
Yes, we are.
We are.
And
is that the theme where I'm gonna cry?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna be doing so our topic for Demi-Planes this weekend is going to be horror, which means Lynn and Tabatha are going to be excitedly talking nonstop about different themes of horror, and I'm going to be in the middle crying about it.
Nice.
So we're going to go into all bunch of spooky aesthetics and all that good stuff. So yeah, believe that's it for announcements. As I guess as a general just note, Tab is having issues with her computer, so she's trying to get on as quickly as she can, but she is present. Steph and Yuliy are having trouble with audio, so I will be relaying all of their messages and all of their roleplay. I realize I called him Yuliy instead of Josh.
It's
but
the same thing.
It's Steph and Yuliy.
It's the same thing. It's fine.
Okay.
Sonia and Yuliy, or
Sonia and Yuliy, yes.
or Ophelia and Jericho.
It's my favorite ship. All right, so if we're ready, we can go ahead and jump right into that intro.
Oh, all right. Let's do that intro, y'all.
Yeah. All right. So, as our story goes, we have a band of new adventurers joining some old ones. Tarsius, who is a young, bright-eyed Minotaur fighter looking to test his strengths in the world. His baby sister, Cordelia, who is a Medusa that is a secret mostly well kept among the immediate group they are with. As you had all congregated into Waterdeep, as you were all looking for Tarsius and Cordelia, looking for adventure. Alistair, you were establishing your Paladin order in the city with your superior sister Sarah and a few of your knightly brothers. And Ophelia and Yuliy, you have been essentially well nested in Waterdeep for the past few months, as you've been working closely with the council, keeping an eye on the Cult of the Dragon, as they had gone quiet for a bit. But then something new arose. As Patience, you had been following the trail of a red dragon that was making his way to the city. For reasons you didn't understand, but you needed to ask him a very important question, and that was, where were your wings? And so with that, the red dragon attacked the city of Waterdeep from the southern gate. And while that was going on, and Tarsius, Cordelia, Alistair, and Patience responded to the dragon attack, Ophelia and Yuliy, you had made it to the castle ward looking to make sure that your mother was safe, to make sure that all of your noble friends were safe from the attack. And that's where, alongside with a Mr. Tabantadric, you discovered that the cult had somehow infiltrated Castle Waterdeep. One particular, a green worm speaker that you have become acquainted with, named Nirenvain, who had broken into the castle and collected the blue mask for himself to essentially take for the cult as he disappeared in what looked to be shadows and left you all wondering what was to come next. The Council of Waterdeep had been summoned as you had been introduced to Nirenvain's father, King Melendrak of the High Forests. Him saying that his former son has been essentially a nuisance to him and his ruling realm of his, as Nirenvain had been disowned from inheriting the crown, and now working with the Cult of the Dragon in order to take back what's his, as he is looking to mount an attack against his home. And so with that, you all dispersed for the day, with an offer in place for you to join King Melendrak on his endeavors to defend his homeland from the worm speaker that had just taken the blue dragon mask from Waterdeep, with the whereabouts of the white mask still unknown. So, I'm going to roll a die and see where we're starting. Please. All right, so we will be starting with Cordelia, Tarsius, and Patience. As you essentially went back to your uncle's place to spend the night, as they had been setting up for their the grand opening of their tavern slash item shop known as the Boar's End. As you were all given hearty meals, while West had been cooking to essentially feed the surrounding people that had been affected by the dragon attack. Just a moment. Sorry, we're having technical issues with computers.
It's all good.
It's always technology.
Technology is a bitch. So, as the next day comes, Tarsius, Cordelia, you're awakened by the smell of food cooking downstairs in the tavern, as you would have been set up in your own bedroom. Your Uncle West currently making a big breakfast for you all. Patient's already sitting at on the bar. Well, she's sitting at the bar on one of the stools, but the stool is like propped up with a few books and a pillow just so that she can like reach the counter itself. As she's so small.
Adorable. With Cordelia smelling the food, waking up, she would be like very excited. It was like, I haven't had Uncle Wes's breakfast in a while, and she will actually run down. Are they upstairs?
They would be upstairs sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was like that, then yeah, she would excitedly run down, not thinking about her hair at all. Basically, her hood. She doesn't even have her coat on, like with the hood.
Oh.
She just went down, and Patience is right there. She didn't know that.
As Patience is sitting at the bar, just kind of like swinging her little hooves as they dangle off the stool. As West is putting out plates of eggs, bacon, like these really nice roasted cheesy potatoes, fresh baked bread, tankards of cider, ale, what have you. He's going the whole 9 yards with this, as it's been a while since he's seen either of you.
She would step down and immediately stop as soon as she sees Patience right there, forgetting that she was right there.
As Patience just kind of like looks to you, and she just kind of gives a little wave and just goes back to her coloring book.
And with that too, she would actually talk to Patience like, "You're not scared of me."
Why would I be?
She will. With that answer, Cordelia's gonna start going towards the bar and sit kind of right next 6 feet distance because so basically Patience, empty seat, and then Cordelia.
Okay.
So like they usually just brand me as a monster because of my snakes.
I don't see why. I mean, my mama has green hair, and she just goes back to coloring.
Just great. Then with that, she's just gonna kind of like this to her snakes. Be free for now,
Like,
and then
kind of nuzzle up on you.
and then sit on the bar stool, most likely dangling with my feet too, because she's tiny.
Because you're also tiny, yes. Living the short life.
And kind of excitedly wait for the breakfast.
As plates are being put out, one will be put down in front of you, Cordelia, with a tankard of cider, a fresh loaf of bread right next to you.
Oh, bread. All my characters will have an obsession with bread.
I mean, it's a good
but
obsession to have.
Sorry, but yes. Like, yes, I'm not trying to play the same characters. It's just me inserting myself into each character. Bread obsession.
Bread is the best. As your Uncle Cow, as usual, is nowhere to be seen. As usually, whenever he wants to show up, he'll show up. As Wes starts fixing a place for Tarsius to sit. Whenever Tarsius comes down, his food will be ready for him.
For Tarsius,
for sure.
Okay.
for Tarsius, is there like 2 stools but tied up?
Oh yeah, the two
together
are put together. And like the plate, and like you have your plate, Cordelia, but then like his has like double the plates. So like you have like a plate of eggs, he has like 2 plates of eggs, bacon, all that stuff.
Yeah.
As Wes just kind of like wipes down the counter, just like kind of like scrapes the crumbs off, and like you hear like the little trot of hooves on the floor, and then followed by a snort as Trixie walks under your stool and just starts like licking at the crumbs that fall.
He will actually give a little bit of bread there, kind of sneakily, just kind of drops it there.
It's kind of
one in soup.
I would say roll me itself, but we know how West rolls for perception.
While looking at West to
please beat a 12. Beat a 12
with stealth or sleight of hand.
Let's do sleight of hand.
Okay, I rolled a base 11. Hold on, my sleight of hand is plus 3, so 14.
12.
Oh, 14.
He will not see shit.
Okay,
So, you have any plans
if
for
it
the
was
day?
stealth, that was dirty 20 to tell you.
I mean, fair. We know
yeah.
that West is not going to see shit. West, what'd you get for perception? 6. Okay. As he just kind of like brushes the crumbs off and just looks to you, just like, so you, what do y'all have planned for today?
I think brother said we were gonna go help this one guy about the cult.
Cult?
That's
What cult? Is there like a?
I don't know, a cult of band of dragons that's terrorizing the whole country.
Okay,
Trying
yeah,
to
I heard
destroy
about
it.
those guys.
Yeah, I haven't really heard of it. Oh, look, I see a Patience. I haven't
Catch
really.
me up because I've been freaking out over this.
Patience is sitting at the bar. She is coloring. Cordelia asked if she was afraid of her hair, but as I said, her mom has green hair, so
And
what's
my
the-
mom has.
yeah. So you're coloring while you're sitting on a stool that has a book and a pillow stacked on it because you're tiny.
Good.
It's like apparently there's this cult. Yeah, so we're just gonna try to help with that.
I mean, I would say it sounds dangerous, but you know, I've lived it. Your uncle's lived it. Your other uncle probably lived it 10 times over.
I don't think it's as dangerous as what the stories you've told me, but
Nah, you'll be fine.
we can handle ourselves.
You'll be fine. I think you two are capable of taking care of each other pretty well.
We did learn from the best. No, we did learn from the best. And just
I mean, yeah,
giving
Power Bow is the best.
kind of giving like a little giggly smile at Uncle West, and kind of off in the distance, not really sure where Uncle Cow is, but just smiling off the distance, pretending that Cow is right there. But maybe he's right there.
Maybe he's over there, or maybe he's over there. And as Wes puts a plate down, you see, oh no, he's actually sitting at the end of the bar as he grabs his bread and just starts kind of like tearing it into chunks and pouring himself some elven wine.
I was like, okay, how do you do that? I was just kind of look at Cow.
It's
and how do you
talent?
And I'm gonna look at West too. Like, how do you even manage to kind of know where he's gonna be?
Oh, I never know where he's gonna be. I just kind of assume he'll show up somewhere. Usually, when I turn around and he just appears out of nowhere, and it scares the shit out of me. But you know. So, as you're getting what?
No,
What's your question?
Patient.
Any buttons? Roll me a perception.
Cool. $17.
17. All right. So as you're kind of looking around with your little beady gold eyes, as you're kind of like occasionally looking up from your doodle of a dragon. What color dragon are you drawing today? Green. Okay. Because, yeah, of course, you know, the comment about Cordelia's green hair. So let's draw a green dragon. Because green's a nice color. Very nice.
A very nice color.
As you kind of look around and your eyes just kind of like, okay, there's this big burly barbarian man that's like covered in scars that he was the nice man that made you breakfast, and you have like your own little plate of eggs and bacon. Like a little milk on the counter for you as well. Under the counter you see a little boar with a curly tail just kind of like trotting around and picking up little bits of food that are falling. You manage to catch Cordelia sneaking some pieces of bread down to the pig. And then kind of looking, and then across the bar, you see this elven man sitting there with a green hood and jacket, and you see on his jacket, he has buttons.
Oh.
Put her little her doodle
Mm-hmm.
her doodle book back in her bag.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna pull out the small little jar.
Okay.
and just set it on the counter, and you're gonna maybe hear like a couple tink tink. And there's like 3 buttons in it so far.
So Cordelia, you see Patience put down a jar that is practically empty, save for 3 buttons inside.
What is that for? Are you collecting buttons?
Messed.
Wait, what? I didn't hear it.
She said, "I must hunt."
Hunt for what?
Button.
Buttons.
It's my hoard.
Are you in a cult as well?
What's a cult?
Wes just kind of like, oh, she's doing that thing that yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a specific thing to her, or maybe if it's a tiefling thing, because long time ago I knew one that liked to hoard books like a motherfucker.
Wow, that's a nice call out. Thank you.
Is that small child? Even though he's older
Well, he
than
looked like a small child, but he was actually like a grown adult. But he looked like one. I mean, I swear to God, I could put him right in my pocket.
Okay, West.
me. I mean, he is taller than me by a little bit.
I don't know, maybe.
What?
Look, anything like, shorter than me, it's always hard to gauge heights. You're all like the same grouping.
Yeah, but she would get up and immediately go over to the hooded elephant man.
Yeah.
Button.
But
I want the button.
As he just kind of like looks at you. Why do you want my button?
For my. She holds her little jar and just shakes it.
As he just kind of reaches into a pouch and just kind of like fiddles around a bit. Just like, you can have the extra one. You can't have the one on my coat, but I'll give you this one.
You just see her grin get bigger.
Oh God.
And the collection grows.
Exactly.
As you are-
My collection grows.
As you are handed a nice shiny green button.
The squeak of sight.
Alright, Tarsius, when will you be getting up by?
If nobody wakes me up, then like at least noon.
Okay. I would say within the next 10 minutes, you're gonna hear West yell for you. Which he's pretty loud.
Yeah. I guess Tarsius will wake
Just
up.
like, get down here, get your goddamn food, it's getting cold.
And as he wakes up, there's like the pillow is embedded into his horns.
Yes.
Just takes it off. Puts since he didn't sleep on a bed because he'll break it. He kind of just gets up and puts the pillow upside down so you don't notice the holes in the
The
bed.
hole.
Perfect.
Takes the 10 minutes or so to put on his leathers and blades, and he's gonna walk downstairs all groggy with like
Alright. Have
with bed hair and like
this one half of your face is just kind of like with fur.
yeah. He's just gonna walk downstairs.
As you find your seat waiting for you, your 2 stools just kind of roped together. Then you have like your plates of breakfast as Uncle West is going to set out an ale for you. And
It's going down like morning.
morning. Don't ask for coffee. I still haven't figured out how to make that shit.
It's gonna just mindlessly just like wave towards everybody.
Start eating.
Oh well, with West say that, well, like I heard Uncle Cow can make some really great coffee.
No. Don't ask him to make the coffee.
But it's very strong and very good.
It's
Not good for my snakes, but I heard it was good. From
yeah.
Uncle
Your snakes
Cow.
kind of vibrate whenever you have it. Don't drink the coffee. Oh, no, just no coffee. Looks down at the end of the bar. No coffee.
Can I have coffee?
No.
No,
God,
no.
you don't need it.
Oh no.
Drink your milk. Drink your milk.
Yeah, with that too, I'm gonna finish breakfast and go upstairs to grab my things, basically. Like,
As you
She'll
do
drink
that.
the milk. She'll pour a shit ton of honey into it.
That's fine. According to West, you gotta drink your milk, otherwise you are not gonna grow up big and strong.
You see Tarsius with like 2 things of milk.
It's like, do you want to grow up like him and me, or do you want to grow up like, her and him, and just points to Cordelia and Carabel?
Hey, Carabal's 5'7", okay?
scary.
Cole is still taller.
Oh my god, that's right. According to West, you're all small.
As soon as I'm done eating food, I'm gonna go either outside or I guess whatever manual labor needs to be done.
Right.
That is equivalent to carrying boxes or moving things or feeding the animals. I'll do that.
Right. So, yeah, there will be
Yeah.
some chores to do, as there will be boxes needing to be brought in, couscous needing some fresh hay. In general, people just kind of trying to pick up their own stuff from the dragon attack from before.
Just gonna like grab couscous, throw them down, get some hay.
Not the hay to goose.
No,
No,
it's
bring
couscous
couscous
to the hay.
hay. Couscous is baby.
Couscous, baby.
What can I?
Not much really. I mean, Tarsius has it covered. He's doing pretty much everything else.
3 boxes. Oh, it's gonna continue moving.
I mean,
poke
you're-
my head inside, and I'm gonna look at patient. Patient, I could use your help if you want.
You'll just see her squeak in excitement and just like, what can I do?
I'm gonna like get
Stand in front of
on
him,
my
look directly
knees
up.
and like wait for her to climb on top. And as she
And she
does,
climbs
and I
up.
get up, I'm gonna make sure she doesn't bump her head against the ceiling. I'm up. You can grab my horns and tell me where to go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna continue doing things. Just waiting
Yeah.
for the command.
I'm gonna
Don't
help
give her
with that
that much
too.
power.
Just, like what needs to be done for basically for the tavern and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cordelia's gonna help with that
All right.
until it's time to go.
Okay. So you will all be doing that. Patience giving the very important task of directing Tarsius.
Yeah, she'll be doing that, but she'll be like directing him, and then it's gonna turn into her basically like talking about just
Anything and everything.
anything and everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, yep, over and over again.
As he
And
is
she
used
will be none the
to,
wiser to that.
as he is used to the motions of being a big brother, listening to as a little sister talk about stuff that might fall a little outside his understanding, but we're listening.
Have you ever seen these type of bugs? I ate a bug once, just going off like that.
Bugs. If I ever find a bug throughout the day, I'm gonna like just throw it up in the air. If she catches it, cool. If she doesn't, then whatever.
As you will be offered bugs when they're found. All right. So with that going on at the tavern, we will move on to Alistair. As you would have been up and around by this point, at a crisp 7 a.m., as Sister Sarah always directs, doing your morning duties, your chores, doing your morning training, prayers, as eventually you are brought into her office along with Jayon. As she, for the most part, is at writing letters at her desk. So, Alistair and Jayon, I wanted to ask you your opinions on what's going on currently.
Bad things, ma'am.
Yes, I know, bad things, but with the meeting from yesterday and the dragon attack, do you think that we could be doing more as an order?
Alistair has like his hands behind him, like just standing there, just like shrugs.
Jan just kind of looks at you and rolls his eyes, just like, in all honesty, yes, I do believe we could be doing more. We should be taking a more proactive approach to this cult. If they truly are the threat that this council of nobles say they are, then shouldn't we be amassing an army to meet them at, this well of dragons and counteract their efforts to bring out back this Tiamat?
What he said.
As she just kind of thinks on Jaeon's words a moment as she continues, writing. And she just sets her quill down. That would be one solution, Jaeon. However, I believe that I'm trying to think of the words she would say. I think it's rather foolish to waste resources and people's lives in a battle that could be prevented. Wars are costly, and the only ones that ever benefit from it are these nobles, as you know. Coming from a noble house yourself, Mr. Sykes.
You see Alistair like
And Jan just kind of you see the tips of his pointed ears just kind of turn kind of reddish in embarrassment.
Aww.
He just looks at the floor.
So what do we do?
Well, I was thinking of if in the inevitability that yes, we do have to fight a war, which is something we're trying to prevent. We will need eventually we will need more paladins to join our cause. And it is a thought of mine that I've been toying with. There have been some the adventurers that you essentially assisted yesterday with the dragon. Would you think any of them would be interested in joining our cause?
I can ask, I guess.
All right. We're going to be another meeting is going to be held at noon. I would like for both of you to attend, and we'll try to see if we can summon the ones from yesterday. I don't think they essentially left us an address to contact. But I could always send out some men to go track them down. King Melendrock has been insisting on leaving today with his own men to oppose his son Nirenvain. However, one of the agents of the Harpers has arrived to give us some more information that they have discovered.
Oh.
And,
Oh.
and I was thinking
Is it bad?
it's well, at this point in time, I wouldn't say any news is good news, but it's not worse news.
Then that's good news.
Perhaps. It depends what we do with it. But I was thinking that if you boys so wish, that if this information results in having to send out a party to go investigate, would either of you be interested in following up on this?
I suppose I could.
as she kind of looks to Jayon, and Jayon just kind of looks more annoyed, if anything. Just, I mean, if it's a fool's errand, then yes, send Alistair, by all means. I'd rather, if you wish, if it's possible, and King Melandrock's looking for more men, I would like to go with him. I think it's about time I get to test my abilities in actual battle. A single dragon is one thing, but actually going up against, these cultists, I feel is more... It's more my speed, ma'am.
Were you supposed to, be trying to not fight?
As Sister Sarah just kind of folds her hands together. It's always best to avoid fighting if we can. Violence is never inherently the answer. But if people wish to use violence to make their point across, then it's always best that we have, well, ourselves or somebody willing to defend people that can't defend themselves from violence.
Yeah, so he's gonna turn to Jayon and just be like, why would you want to go into fighting when you're not supposed to?
Yeah, man, what's up with that? As Jayon just kind of looks a little bit more flustered at you, just looking between you and Sister Sarah, as he's obviously being put on the spot and reprimanded at the same time. I'm not saying that I want to go out and, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that my skill set could be used elsewhere. Standing around and guarding walls.
You should come with me. It'll be like when we're kids and we can go play hide and seek again, but then you just never come after me and I stay in the woods for 6 hours until Sister Sarah has to come get me. It'll be fun!
Oh, what a sad but funny backstory, not real life. To Alistair, it's a fun game.
And you can make me carry all your stuff again, and then you can tell me to go away all the time, even though you kind of like me being around, because I can kind of tell. But it'll be fun, you should come with.
Alistair's gonna break my heart. 50 episodes.
Jayon just kind of tries to grab for words, and it's just the last place I want to be is on a road trip with you, let alone guarding a single wall with you, not for you, with you.
Augur says you like company, so I think you're lying.
Shouldn't listen to Augur. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think he does.
As Sister Sarah just kind of listens patiently through your banter, as she just kind of smiles. It's it might be a good idea for you to join along, Jayon. It might not be the excitement you're looking for, however, it will be necessary experience in the coming days as a paladin. If you're ever wishing to, ascend in rank. Sometimes we have to do...
Alistair's he's gonna be giving Jayon a nudge with his thing, and he's gonna grab him by the shoulders and be shaking him yay!
Oh my god.
Jayon will be a sleepover! It'll be awesome!
A sleepover is when you go over to someone's house, stupid.
What if I have a tent and you come over to my tent, it'll be
I do not want to go over to your tent. Do you even know what you're saying? Do you even hear yourself when you talk? Do you know what that sounds like?
I want R to put that sounds like.
He's just gonna say, and then just keep going until he gets cut off.
Sister Sarah just kind of... You see her just kind of, like, rub at her temple a bit. Boys. As I was saying, this will be necessary experience for you as paladins if you wish to ascend in rank, and eventually become teachers yourselves. I suppose I can draft up some supplies for you both. Perhaps, I think it's about time you received your squires. So...
You see Alistair like, yay!
You are knighted after all. It's only appropriate you get your squires now.
More friends!
But Alistair's a teacher, though. That's gonna be so good.
Oh, dear lord. I will send out notice for the adventurers to see if they wish to join you on this. But for now, we will be attending this meeting and seeing what this Leosin has to say. As she will get up from her desk and essentially motion for both of you to follow, as you will be heading towards Castle Waterdeep now.
Cool.
With that, Ophelia and Yuliy.
Be right back.
Okay. As you would have had a nice time sleeping in, you know. Oh, Lord. Sorry, I was just given a message that scared me. As, you would have been awoken at around 10 a.m. By one of the servants in the household, as, they would just say, yes, your mother requires you to get dressed. Breakfast, you will be attending a impromptu meeting today. As they quickly make their way out. Yuliy will also eventually be woken up as well. Or he would have already been up doing his training at this point. As I wait to hear. As Ophelia will get up, reluctantly get dressed, wearing a nice gown. And of course, probably grabbing her trident as well, just never knowing nowadays when random cultists are going to crop up and try to ruin anything. As you would have... There would have been a nice, simple breakfast waiting for you. As, yes, Yuliy would be awake, warming up in the courtyard as he's running through his drills, enjoying the peaceful quiet that comes with Ophelia being asleep, and all is well and not chaotic in this world. As you would have met your mother for breakfast, mimosas being made, and brunch and so forth. Is you would have a nice simple breakfast of some toasties, caviar, some cheeses to go along with it, and nice, like essentially a nice like charcuterie platter for the morning. Some fresh fruits and all of that goodness. And you would have been there would also be a third person joining you for this brunch. Well, third and fourth. As you would see Tabin sitting at the table with your mother as they kind of politely converse with each other. And when he sees you, he just kind of raises his champagne flutes. Behind him, Zevris kind of just stands there, leaning against a wall. As he gives you a champagne salute and greeting. Just, well, good morning to you. I suppose you'll be heading into the meeting today. So, I came to say my farewells for now. I'm going to be venturing out today, actually, as I have received some rather unsettling news. As Ophelia just kind of, sits down. Just, yes, another meeting. It could have been avoided if the mask was, hidden better, but what can you do? As, to answer your questions of where Tabin is going, I have received some rather unsettling news as during this whole kerfuffle that happened yesterday, my lovely, now ex-wife, I should say, she was missing from her cell in the dungeons. I suppose the cult must have had something to do with it. So I'm going to be trying to get her back to where she belongs. Last thing I need is for her to be tailing after my son and his family. We wouldn't want that now with, the news of a fourth child possibly on the way. As he'll just sip his champagne, just kind of smile proudly. As I wait for Ophelia's response. As he laughs when you exclaim, "Fourth child." I've been keeping contact with Grayson. No paper trail, so I don't have a letter to show you. We've been strictly using magic to keep from any sort of interception. But yes, we heard that there is a fourth one, so maybe he'll stop in to show them off whenever, but we'll see. It's highly doubtful, though. He's had enough of everything going on, but... So, as Ophelia just squeals delightedly at the table, just high-pitched screaming, and just runs over quickly, like holding her gown, and just goes and hugs Tabin, just, "Oh my god, congratulations!" I know you're already, like, a grandpa of 3, but, like, congratulations anyway. So, as you all share a nice brunch, as he will keep you up to date on family matters and give you lesson number 23 on how to seduce your guard. So, darling, what you're going to want to do is try to give subtle hints through language that only you understand, but he has to discover on his own. Like, for instance, if you're holding a book, if you want him to know you're interested, you have to place it on your left shoulder. However, if you place it on your left cheek, you're telling him he's being too bold, but your right cheek means you're very interested. If you drop your book, that means you would like to see him privately. And if you hold your book in front of you, cross your arms, that means you're not interested. But I doubt you'll be using that one anytime soon. As Ophelia quickly takes notes as she's just making sure she has it all down and taking notes. And so, going through that breakfast, Tabin will bid his goodbyes to you, as I don't know when I'll see you, but I'll try to send a message every now and then. I'll be preoccupied on the road. Although, I believe Gala might be coming in every now and then to check on things for me. And so with that, he will goes back to seat as she will slightly side-eye Yuliy. She'll be side-eyeing Yuliy through the entire breakfast, just... Yes, Tabin will take his leave, and eventually breakfast will conclude, as you will be... Your mother will go get ready, and you will all depart for the castle ward. At the same time, at the Boar's End, a knight in full plate mail will approach you, Tarsius, if you're outside still doing your chores.
Yep.
As you will recognize him as a member of the Holy Order, as he has the seal of the Righteous Bro on it.
Cool.
Yes, I believe. And he just kind of like stops as he kind of has to look up at you and then look up even further at Patience. I think you're the adventurers that Sister Sarah's looking for.
The adventurers?
Right,
Yeah, it's me. I'm gonna look up.
Yeah. You have you've been summoned to the as he's just kind of at a loss for words, staring up at you as he's never really seen a Minotaur before.
Yeah.
You've been summoned to Castle Waterdeep
again.
Okay.
Is it just Tarsius?
But no, she's coming too.
As Cordelia appears from behind Tarsius, it's like, oh, God, you're there too. Okay.
Yeah.
If not, I was just gonna sneak in your pocket anyway.
I don't have pockets. I can get pockets if you want pockets.
Yes, and he kind of like digs into his satchel and he pulls out an envelope with a seal on it, with the Order of the Holy Brethren on it, as it is a summons to the Castle Waterdeep to attend this impromptu meeting, as it is a call for adventurers to join the Order's cause.
I'm gonna look at him.
She's getting,
As Patience's little grabby hands are like reaching over your horns.
One
Tiny
second.
little red raccoon hands just
Gonna
reaching
have
down.
to discuss this with my associates to see if this is actually the correct thing for us to do.
As I get Cordelia over here and grab Patience and hold her, like she can see that on my shoulder or whatever. I'm gonna grab the letter.
We got a letter.
And you're gonna, if you can, I'm assuming the guy behind you can see Tarsius' tail just wagging like a dog.
Aww. So he's just kind of like
I think
wiggling
we're
excitedly in
finally
place. With his tail
adventurers.
wags.
We can do some good. Do we say this?
So reaching for the letter, just
Giving her the
raccoon
letter.
hands, just yeah. She'll look at it. Yes, this is indeed a letter.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna look at Cordelia.
Roll the brains. You tell us what to do, and we'll do it.
As it is very much a letter that is summoning you to Castle Waterdeep. It is the call for the adventurers that had slain the Red Dragon.
I was like, I mean, it is a summons to the castle. At least let's hear them out.
Okay.
Does this mean we get to see Alistair again too?
Well, turn to the guy.
Does this mean we get to see Alistair again too?
I believe he will be there. He is a
believe he
direct
will be there.
student under Sister Sarah.
What
You
he
see
said.
her squeak excited. I'm his deputy after all.
I have one more
You're his what?
question.
You're his what? Yes.
I have one more question before we agree to this summon thing. 2 questions. 3 questions. 1, do I have to wear a shirt because I forgot all my fancy clothes in the academy? 2, do we have to bring our own food, or will you guys provide that for us? Because I need to go make some yum-yums for everybody. And 3, I saw on the map that there is a place called the City of the Dead. All the dead people there, and all they walking among us. Those are very concerning things to me.
Working backwards, the City of the Dead is just where we bury our dead. There's no walking dead people, hopefully.
Okay, good. That's on my to-do list.
The Order is going to... If you do choose to work alongside our Order, then our superiors will make sure that you are properly outfitted for whichever adventure they choose for you, and no, you don't have to wear a shirt.
Good. I forgot mine. Okay. Wait. Before we actually say yes to all this.
Yes.
Turn around. Yeah, still wagging. Do you guys have any demands? This is... Uncle Chad told me that when they invite you over, you have to set the demands for them, because that means that they want something of you, so it means you should ask something back. We got a free meal. I think I did pretty good. You can ask for colors. I'm gonna turn to Cordelia. Maybe a nice dress? I don't know.
I don't want to wear a dress.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's
then
wrong with my dress? And she holds out her. She's like,
she holds out this ratty burlap sack.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, fine. I guess we'll do it. When do we have to be there?
Noon is the meeting.
Okay. What time is it now?
It's probably around like 11.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna grab Patience and put her back in her seat.
She's back in her car seat.
I'm gonna extend my arm so I can escort my younger sister as well.
Onward.
Toe. All right.
Oh yeah, just a little note. My hood is up.
Okay. I would assume so. If you're in general public, your
'cause
hood's
I'm
gonna be up.
outside, yeah.
I would think you would naturally just do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you will all be converging on Castle Waterdeep. I believe we could probably take a break here before we get on with the rest of our...
Okay.
All right.
All right, we'll
So-
see you guys in a bit.
See you all in a bit.
Jesus, I'm breaking the fourth wall. I'm coming at you, just telling you there's some cool things that you can get. Like this mask, for instance. You can also get something like this shirt right here with our logo on it. You can't have this one needs to be washed. There's also things that you can get with our logo on it as well, like a sticker. You can get a button if you want to. I don't know, I ain't your mama. You can get a cool book, look at this. That's Wes, when this got inside him. That's not provocative. Just letting you guys know that I'm breaking the fourth wall here. You can get stuff. You can go down below and you can like type and go to TeePublic and get some cool things. Like this shit right here. You can get anything you want except for the things that we don't have. You can't get those there. And just also, just if you want to be a cool bro and you want to like, I don't know, subscribe or it's a couple bucks a month and it comes to us and it's really, really cool. Well, I'm done breaking the fourth wall. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be a DM now. Beep.
That's why it's called
All right, bye guys. We're just
Goodbye,
gonna
we're
leave.
done.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh my god!
It's right there.
Just turn around. Just turn around. That's my wife. They pronounce her name in the appropriate lizard tongue is Dadi.
Daddy?
Alright. Oh no, squid! Oh no, gross! Jeremiah, no!
I just come up here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Kawaii desu.
And your moves are the same as they've always were. I've been staring, I know. Big and beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my.
Because, you know, sometimes friendships require having to give people space, so you don't have to always constantly be breathing down their neck and, like, having to always be pestering and responding to every little thing. You know, it's almost as if you're individual people that have your own lives.
Hey, stop projecting. It's yours time. I can build this. Hey, should I? Hey, I got 3 Molotovs. I'm ready for war.
Bro, who has time for math at a time like this?
Wes, I need you to stop counting, please.
I gotta go find a Sharpie.
Bye-bye.
This is gonna be like that time I passed out at the football party, except with smiles instead of dicks.
Oh my!
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Run!
Oh my god, yes! Yes! Fucking
Run!
I don't even know where to run.
Run upstairs! Upstairs? Where are we going?
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Is that the front door?
Yeah! Hit it!
Exit! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, tickle him there. That's where he. Oh, he likes it. Look, he's blushing. Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Stare into his eye, Jeremiah. You gotta stare into his eyes. My face.
Run! Move!
What the fuck was that?
Bro.
What the fuck was that?
Bro.
You done fucked up now, boys.
Jeremiah.
It's
Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah.
It's
I pressed
It's
the.
Jeremiah.
It's Jeremiah.
Right now, you're gonna lose if you vote for me. I'm not lying to you, Nev. This is 100% me,
I have
Jeremiah, not Carabao.
I got something to say.
It's
I swear to
Jeremiah.
God, I'm about to
It's
throw
Jeremiah.
someone-
It's Jeremiah.
Jesus
Neff, if
wins.
you win,
Jesus
Jess,
wins.
if you win, I swear to God,
Jesus wins.
It's not me!
it's Neff.
Jesus!
Fucking
It's me.
She's evil.
God damn it! I thought it was you for real.
own worst enemy!
I'm going to fucking
God damn
walk to
it!
Houston, and I'm gonna throw Jesus into a fucking air duct.
It was Jesus' fault.
I was just
How was it my fault?
Sorry! Sorry, I don't like
I don't-
my friends.
Demi Doodle time.
Wait,
And okay.
Action.
Jess, we have this issue where you actually fuck me over during the editing more than actually helping.
So sorry.
Oh my God, the dragon.
See, look, I lift the tarp and there's a dragon underneath.
And the producers of this movie, who are incredibly talented in their own right, absolutely decided to just kind of go on their own little fantasy and totally take the imagination component of it that you would have playing the game and make it real.
When there's trouble, if you just come and make it possible.
You're so out of focus.
Yeah, that's fine. It's anarchy. We're not.
Anarchy.
We're not gonna.
Hey guys, welcome to Come Roll With Us. Come hang out with us. Welcome to our Magic Night stream, where we play Magic.
And probably don't put it on YouTube because we always end up saying stupid shit.
Oh, go away!
Joker. Lit.
get on the page I need to be on because I was fixing stuff. All right, so as you are all brought into Castle Waterdeep, arriving at noon when the meeting is transpiring, as you are brought back into the familiar council chambers, as the usual faces are seen. Sister Sarah, Ramalia Haventree, Lyra Silverhand, she would have introduced herself to you all, and Conrad Braunanvil, which was the dwarven man that had spoken up a few times. As for a few other members, they would have not been present. One of them being a name that has completely slipped my mind, so I gotta go grab it real quick. As he was the Lord Daggle, Neverembrar, as he was the one that had more unsavory things to say last time you all met him.
Oh no, I'm just doing this.
Okay, I thought you were getting my attention. I'm like, yes,
Sorry.
did I forget something? While he and his tiefling companion are not present. A few individuals that are present, you will see the captain of the guard, Sir Colin, kind of standing at attention as you all enter, kind of nods to you all. Another one, Ophelia and Yuliy, recognizing her, a tall, somewhat slender woman, but more broad-shouldered now, with long, dark raven hair kind of braided back as she stands by the usual table of, I will say craft services, because I can't think of the word right now, but that's essentially what it is. As she's just kind of swirling a glass of wine as she wears like this dark trench coat, just kind of looks everyone over with pale green eyes, being Gala Tadaric. As you all enter, and Sister Sarah being the first to stand, and the rest of the lords of the table standing as well. Jayon and Alistair standing at attention behind her, as there you will see a elven individual, Ophelia and Yuliy, recognizing him as the elven man that was rescued from the cultists' camp way back. Within their first encounter with the Cult of the Dragon, a elven monk wearing these gold and blue robes, that being Leosin. Him being one of the first ones to send you on your mission to see about where the treasure was essentially being sent. As when he looks to you both, he smiles and almost in relief, as he looks like he had just recently traveled a long ways, as his robes are kind of like torn and dirty, and there's still mud on his boots. It's good to see that you are doing well. Your efforts have been quite beneficial to our fight against the cult. As I'm sure you are aware, I've called this meeting today for some news that I wish to bring forth. As you would essentially all be motioned to join the table. Room will somewhat be made for those that wish to take a seat.
Tarsius is gonna stand for obvious reasons.
And okay. As you see, some chairs will be presented to you all if you wish to sit. But for the most part, Leosin kind of pulls out a small leather-bound notebook as he kind of opens it to a page that he had kind of leafed.
Cordelia,
can you move patience or no?
What? Yeah, I'm moving her.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could move her.
Where to move her?
That's always a good question.
If Cordelia is moving, I would like move a chair and then like set her.
Yeah,
in.
she's sitting. She's sitting down.
As you sit down politely.
Making sure the
Her hood is
hood
on.
stays on.
Right. Yuliy kind of broods back by the corner. And Patience just... I'm assuming you're darting right up to Alistair.
Oh, this is adult talk. She don't care about that.
As you immediately see your favorite new person in the room, and
she's
you
just all-
quickly run over to Alistair and just waves at him.
Alistair is at attention, and then he just looks down, and he smiles, and then he waves back.
Yes.
And then she's gonna look past Alistair, and she's gonna wait and just stare. And she's waiting.
Oh.
You know.
As Jayon is going to ignore you.
And she's gonna just keep staring.
And he will keep ignoring you. As Leosin kind of opens to a page that he had dog-eared in his notebook. So, I have, some of my harpers have been scouting around the areas that King Melendrock had drawn attention to for us. The, kind of on the outskirts of the high forest east of here. There had been a sighting of one of the worm speakers, I believe, who goes by Varum the White. A dwarven man. He was last seen in a settlement just south of the forests towards the word. Why is it I didn't write that one word down? One moment. Okay. Wow, that was an easy one to remember. He'd been spotted in a small settlement called the by the Borskar Bridge. It's near the Serpent Hills. We were hoping we could put together a party to investigate that and see if those claims are true. We don't necessarily expect you to come into contact with said worm speaker, as they have been rather cagey about their numbers since their black worm speaker had been slain in the Cloud Giant's castle.
Sorry.
You good, Janva? I know she's not.
You just hear. Meanwhile, somewhere far away, she sneezes.
I was about to say, oh, nice sun cackle, but you know. But yes, somewhere in the Cloud Giant castle, Janva sneezes. Gala kind of gives a bit of a smile at that as she just drinks her wine. But for the most part, stays quiet. Oh, no. As he is going to keep at attention and keep ignoring Patience. So. He will, Leosin just kind of looks to all of you. And then to Sister Sarah, it's like, so how did we wish to conduct this investigation? I believe you insisted you were going to send some paladins. That might be for the best, as I don't think you have any that are stationed that far east. As Sister Sarah just kind of threads her fingers together as she thinks a moment. Yes, I do intend to send my personal students, Jayon and Alice. They will be, for the most part, heading this mission, as they are capable knights.
Me and my brother could help as well, but as I learned, nothing is free. I'm not really asking for payment, but more of my brother gets hungry a lot.
I do.
It's more of rations. And we need to pay for them, obviously, so...
Sister Sarah will just kind of smile a bit. I think, as you can see, our order is quite used to, feeding very large men.
I'm gonna look at my stomach.
I was like, I don't think you've ever fed anyone as big as my brother.
No, we've not really encountered Minotaurs before. However, if you do wish to join us in our efforts alongside the Holy Brethren, then we will try to outfit you as best as we can. Our supplies are, in a way, not bottomless. So we will do what we can for your mission. But we will make sure you're fed.
To be honest, that's really all I ask for.
If you do agree to join us, then we will make sure that you're outfitted appropriately.
What do you think, brother? Like, not really looking at Tarsius. It's just she's a little more used to just kind of looking around, and when she basically looks behind to Tarsius, it's really just the snakes looking at him, but the snakes are inside the hood.
Yeah.
That's why she's just kind of like that. It was like, what do you think, brother?
I think that whatever we can do some good, probably the best place for us to go. Quite strong. You can use that to your advantage, however you see fit. Like previous conversations we had, I am not keen on just going out and killing. We'll discuss things and hopefully come to a good neutral agreement between Set Dragon and Elven territory.
Right. As killing is not necessarily the plan, although you should be prepared in case your opponents are non-negotiable.
Yeah.
For what we're having you do is we're just trying to have you track down this White Worm speaker. If he's been seen in the area, then it might be best to make sure that these rumors are true and that we put a plan into action to capture them. It seems that they might be the highest revered members of this cult, and dwindling their numbers in said rank might prove fruitful for us.
You're just gonna hear this little voice pipe up.
Considering that he's the White Worm speaker, I was last told that the White Mask has been lost. However, they have been looking for it, I assume. As they are...
Logic. Why go after someone who doesn't have a mask? You know that does have.
Because the one that doesn't have a mask is very near the one that does. The Serpent Hills are close to the high forests. So if you so wish, and you do look into these claims, then you can easily join up with King Melandrock and his forces to oppose Near in Vain.
When do we leave?
As soon as you're able.
I'm gonna look at my backpack with like 3 things and 1 day's worth of rations. I'm ready.
Patience, as you look Jayon up and down, unfortunately, you do not see any buttons on him, as he is in full plate armor.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, boo.
The most cloth you will see is just a red sash that he has across his...
Is that a doggo?
No. Something just randomly fell.
Oh, okay. Oh,
okay.
Place is haunted.
Don't fucking tell me that, dude. I will fight this fucking ghost. Don't do that. I am saging the fuck out of this apartment later.
Yeah, she's just gonna cut... Then I bring up my question. How polished?
That's fairly well maintained.
She's gonna just make faces at her reflection.
Okay. As Alistair, you will see her making faces in the reflection of Jayon's armor as he is doing his damnedest to ignore this annoying little gremlin.
He's just gonna stare facing forward and just kind of like act like he's minding his own business and not paying attention.
Lady Silverhand just listening passively as she's sitting with steepled fingers. So if we're all in agreement, then I assume all of you are making your way to... Fifi will agree to look for the White Worm Speaker. But yeah, so if we're all in agreement, then I suppose you can all... Sister Sarah, I believe, will be, heading this mission, so see her about any supplies you need, and if there's anything else that's outside of her realm, don't hesitate to ask me. I wish to do my best to see that this threat comes to an end.
Okay.
As essentially once everybody just kind of has an agreement in place, the meeting continues on with just general talk and upkeeping of what's being done where, and it ends within like a good 15 minutes. From there, Sister Sarah will stand as she looks to all of you. If you wish to follow me, I'm going to be heading back to the Order to make sure that our arrangements are in place.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay. So with that, I will put us back on that. Which the Order itself is within the castle ward, so it's not too far of a walk. Yuliy, having been there before, as he's watched some of the knights training. As you are all taken to the keep that is currently housing the Order of the Holy Brethren. It once being it was a church that became rather run down in its years, but in itself, it was rather non-denominational, just a place of worship for people to come and go and do their offerings to their chosen gods. And then the Order itself took opportunity to pick it up to what they have now. So there's nothing quite permanent in place at the moment, as they've only had it for a few months. You'll see some banners signaling the Holy Brother himself. But other than that, it seems that they're doing their best to settle in. Sister Sarah will essentially lead you to their stores and just kind of look to all of you. Just so weapons, supplies, anything of the sort. If you need a cart, carriage, horses, we can give you that.
Do you guys have any potions that can heal?
We should. I will scrounge some up for you.
Thank you.
As she would probably find you a good amount. I will get those for you in a minute.
Key.
Potions. And as she's doing so, everybody roll me a perception.
Perception. You roll for me.
Dirty 20.
19
Alright.
for Cordelia.
I
Alright.
rolled how I feel. Natural 1 until 6.
Oh no. As Tarsius, you would have been handed about...
Alistair got a 2.
Bless him. As Tarsius, you would have been handed a small case of about 4 healing potions. Standard healing.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna divvy those out in a minute, but
Okay.
they're in my bag for right now or whatever. Or in
Alright.
the case, I guess.
Alright, 3 for Yuliy and an 11 for Fifi. On perception. As Patience and Cordelia, you will, from kind of the corner of your eye, as you're just as Sister Sarah is just kind of running through the standard rules of arrangement for travel, you will all have some form of mount to take you out. If you wish for a cart or a carriage, that could be arranged instead. And how Alistair and Jayon will be the paladins essentially leading the adventure, as they are, as she claims, they are rather accomplished. But as she's going on and on about this,
Cordelia's gonna get a little excited. We get our own horse.
If you wish to have your own horse, but I'm sure that some of you might require stronger transportation. No offense to you, sir.
Cordelia's just getting a little excited about that.
Look at her.
If that was the case,
It's quite all right. I like walking anyway. It's fine.
All right. As Cordelia, Patience, as she's conversing about this, you see out of the corner of your eye, around the corner, just a slight flash of yellow as a spotted tail just kind of flicks out a moment and then disappears. And then you see these two kind of greenish gold eyes just kind of looking toward the duck behind the corner again.
Where was
it was around the corner behind you. You would have kind of spotted it out of your peripheral.
Okay.
As Patience runs off.
Yeah, I was kind of gonna look at it, but if I don't really see anything there, I'm just gonna.
You would have seen two eyes looking at you before disappearing.
Yep, now she's gonna go look.
As Patience runs off in that direction immediately. Her little cloven hooves just on the stone.
Yeah, with that, actually, if Patience just runs off, it's like, what? And then I'm still kind of talking with what's going on with our arrangement. It's like, what? The child's running away. I'll just follow.
The child is running away.
Then I'll go get her.
As the general announcement of the child is running away is heard.
Welcome to dealing with patients 101.
Yeah, it's like, brother, make sure we get our arrangement properly done.
Does she need milk?
Probably in the. I'll just run off towards where Patience went.
It's not far off. It's just around the corner. As Patience, you quickly dart around to go see what it was you just saw. You immediately run face first into a leg.
A leg?
One leg attached to another leg.
Into a leg of kind of with just like these leather, essentially these leather greaves. That's the word that we learned from last time. If you want to learn proper armor terms, watch our last episode of Demi Planes and Doodles, where Lynn talks about the anatomy of armor.
Armor has anatomy.
Armor has anatomy. As you run into leather greaves attached to a pair of legs, obviously. As you look up and you see this cat-like person. This kind of soft golden fur with dark spots just kind of smattering across their face and their arms, as they are dressed in kind of essentially basic armor, but wearing the colors of the order.
Cat.
As you point up and say cats, they point down at you and say goat. I am, and she just kind of like looks around a little, perturbed at this small tiefling child in front of her. As Sister Sarah just kind of like looks back a moment, just shakes her head, and just
yeah, I'm gonna grab Patience.
Yeah,
at the hand, not hand, but arm. Like, stop running off like that.
But
which, Cordelia, you will see this essentially from what in your travels you would have seen a few of them. A tabaxi.
Yeah.
And she stands about several inches shorter than you. How tall are you?
5'4".
5'4". She's like 2 inches shorter than you, but you're around the same size and build.
I'll just look at the tabaxi and like, I apologize for this child. Hope she didn't bother you.
You're not my keeper.
Well, we're in the same adventure group at the moment. You shouldn't be running off like that.
She's gonna do that, and then she's gonna dead weight.
You need blinders.
Cordelia, as you hold her by the arm and you lecture her, she's gonna roll her eyes and immediately just slump onto the ground and just dead weight as you hold her arm still.
And then a little like 2 snakes comes out, and I look at her. Walk properly.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's suggestion, by the way.
Oh, does she have to make a save?
Yeah.
Patience. Is it a
What's this say?
Wisdom?
Wisdom. Okay,
It's
make
just
a wisdom
11.
save.
It's just 11. So don't
Make a wisdom save.
+3.
Oh my god. First party conflict, and it's with a toddler.
No, she's not dealing with this toddler at the moment.
What'd you get?
21.
Patience. You feel that she was trying to essentially persuade you, coerce you into doing something you don't want to do. How do you react?
Meanwhile, with the other party, scream.
Around the
tantrum.
Around the corner, you just hear this ear-piercing scream.
So we hear her.
You will hear her scream.
I immediately take out my fucking great axe and run in that direction.
I'm sorry, guys. It's just a kid throwing a tantrum.
As you turn around the corner, you will see Patience on the ground as Cordelia is holding her up by the arm, but she's just dead weight and just screaming. And you see this very disturbed tabaxi woman just like not knowing what to do.
Gonna put my axe back, walk over, say absolutely nothing, grab the child, pick her up 10 feet in the air.
Are you still screaming?
Yes.
Okay, she's still screaming.
Just have her like that. We're gonna go outside. I'll tell that to Cordelia and Tabaxi. Day. And just walk out.
Good day.
I apologize for that.
I want to see which one
I'm
gets
gonna
tired first.
I'm
My
gonna
strength
follow
or your patience.
I'm gonna follow Tarsius.
He has none.
But also like grab a little dagger. Just grab one of my daggers and cut off one of the buttons in my coat.
Oh. Goodness.
Can you hand her the button? If that's what you're doing.
No, that's what I'm gonna be doing when we're outside.
Oh.
So the second the Patience is handed a button, immediately everything goes quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Put her back in her seat.
Tarsius just gonna hear the Tarsius just gonna hear
She's
the
got
loud
props. Clink.
His ears kind of. Oh, what's that?
It's gonna hold it down in front of him. Buttons and shakes it.
You collect buttons?
Yeah, I have 5 now. It's my board.
5 now.
Oh, because you have a horde. Okay. Why do you have a horde?
As she whispers, because that's what dragons do.
Of course. That makes...
It's Tarsius! Movie straight face. Jesus is laughing.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
I'm gonna, I can't see her, but I'm gonna, roll my eyes as far as I can and tilt my head back, so it might feel like you're about to fall for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Oh, can you draw me a dragon?
Yes.
Okay, when we settle down, I would like to know what these dragons look like.
Oh god, that was the magic word.
Okay, as she's going to be planning what dragon she will be drawing next in her little sketchbook.
Okay.
As I go and actually do that.
As,
I guess when we're going back inside, I'm just gonna whisper to Tarsius. I'm like, "You're good at that with children, I guess."
I'm gonna look towards her and kind of try to cover her ears, but miss a little bit.
It's just these two giant hands just like completely encompass your entire head.
You were worse.
Oh.
I'll let you know that. You turned my freaking hand into stone once. I remember.
As Tarsius said that, Cordelia will lower her hood a little more. Going,
I'm gonna like gently like nestle around like her forehead and the back of her head, not to like squeeze it into snakes, but like the equivalent of me roughing her hair, but you know, super gently because she has snakies.
You hear the little from inside as they are given a pet.
And then I guess I'll go on my way to put her in her room, escort my sister to her room, and then go to whatever quarters I'm allowed to stay in.
All right. As well, for the most part, getting squared away for adventure. If you do wish to request quarters, they will be given to you. As for the whole situation going on outside, the Tabaxi woman will, or girl, I should say, kind of quickly steps around the corner and just, I don't know what that was about. That was not my fault. As Sister Sarah just kind of, for the most part, shrugs it off as she's used to any tantrums that are thrown in the general vicinity of her. That's quite all right. Ferris, if you will, I would like you to meet your knight. As she will look to you, Alistair. Just like, Alistair, this young woman here will be your squire. This is Ferris.
He'll walk over and then like bow to her and like shake her hand and stuff. Okay, gentlemen.
As you do, she just kind of like she would have been holding a book at the moment, and she just kind of like straightens up and like leans back as you do a bow, like just kind of like completely unexpecting it. As she's just and just like awkwardly holds a hand out for a handshake.
Fist bump.
Yes, perfect.
Nice to meet you, Sir Alister.
And your name is Ferris?
Yes, Ferris. That is my name.
Cool. Are you coming with us too?
Well, I'm your squire. I'll go wherever you need me to be.
Oh, cool. This is awesome. This is like that one time that Jayon had me be a servant for like 4 months.
Jayon just walks away. Just like, whenever you're ready, just let me know, and I'll collect my shit when I need it.
Oh, okay.
Sister Sarah's just like, Jayon whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Sister Sarah, like, are we leaving today?
As soon as you're ready, you can leave now if you wish. You can wait to depart in the morning. It's now your adventure. Although Alistair and Jayon are supposed to be leading this mission, so I would confer with them on what you want to do.
Look at Alistair. Sir Alister, are we leaving today?
And he's just gonna do that for a bit while he tries to like process what's happening.
She's like, Cordelia's just gonna tilt her head.
As Ferris just kind of like sidles up to you, Alistair, just like, I think she's asking you what to do. You're supposed to answer her.
I haven't had this much authority before. Sorry.
You're supposed to answer. You're supposed to be in charge.
Usually I'm the adult. Okay.
Wait, so Alistair's doing this in like IRL, like that long in real life?
Yes.
Yes.
Whereas I'm gonna step up, put my hands behind my back, not supposed to do this. I am quite hungry. If you don't mind, we could eat. We get a good night's rest, and then leave in the morning. I think that's a great plan that you just came up with.
I'm gonna look at Tarsius. Gonna look at Tarsius, roll my eyes, yeah, that was a good plan, Sir Alister.
Thanks. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun. It's fantastic.
Alistair is like so confused. He's like, did I? Yes. Let's. What would Frat do? Frat would say we all need to eat food and sleep and wash our hair and look nice. Yeah.
Okay. Take a shower tonight.
Yes. Perfect. All right, then it's settled.
Anyways, this is a green dragon. They blow poison breath, and then you just see Patience grab Tarsius's horns and pull him back, just like listen.
You're kind of like, whoa.
Listen.
She has been doodling on her sketchbook on top of your head the entire time.
Okay.
Sister Sarah just kind of sighs, but smiles. Just, I trust that this will be the experience you need, Sir Alister. I will see you all off in the morning.
Ask Cordelia. She doesn't really know what to do. She's just gonna salute, just random salute. She doesn't know the disorder.
We don't do that here.
I'm gonna show her the salute of the Holy Brethren that Tarsius would have picked up based on his fascination with them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look. Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Yes. All of you have a good evening. See you off in the morning. Don't hesitate to ask for... That's a beautiful dragon. Need you to know that Tabatha's drawing these dragons real time. Great.
I need them in my life because you'll see why. I need them. I really need them. Tarsius needs them.
Tarsius. Sister Sarah goes to depart. And just, if you need anything, just let us know.
As she's departing, I'm going to wait until everybody's leaving and then immediately run up behind her. But I'm going to wait for everyone to, not be able to hear our conversation.
Okay.
With that too, I was just going to question, do we sleep here or do we go on our separate ways and just meet here in the morning?
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
If you wish, you can choose to, take your rest wherever need to be. If you will be staying separate from us, we will need an address to summon you at.
What was that called again?
The Boar's End.
There's a tavern that's being completed right now. It's not really open, but it's called the Boar's End, towards the south side of town. That'll where me and my brother, and I guess Patience too, will be at.
All right, we will send word for you first thing in the morning.
I go and it was I kind of like that.
Alistair just gonna be like, Sister Sarah, they did the thing.
Yes, Alistair, I do see that.
I'm gonna go over to Sister Sarah when no one's looking.
All right. Okay.
Tarsius has the energy of a little kid about to ask something, like an extra cookie or something along those lines. But he's a giant 8-foot tall Minotaur.
Right.
If you be so kind,
I definitely need these on my mission to save the world. Do you have any base wood?
You said basewood?
Yeah. Just basic blocks.
We should.
Can I have some of it, please? It would be a great necessity.
What are you asking for? Wood, or book?
Wood.
Wood.
Base wood.
Basewood.
Okay.
Basil wood is fine too. Not anything like mahogany. That's definitely not the expertise that I need. But just something simple and compact. For no reason.
We should have some spare wood lying around. We can scrounge up as much as you need.
As much as would be appropriate.
However much that will be. They will find you a good amount that is feasible for travel.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in a box next to all the potions.
Okay.
And I will let you know what I'm gonna do with that wood.
All right.
Where are you there?
All right. As Ophelia will ask for a room, as she wants to avoid seeing her parents as she leaves, not wanting to let them know that she's running off on yet another adventure. And she'll just be like, I'm going to go to a room. I will see you all later. Have a good night. Okay, I'm going to take this dress off now. So.
Also, seeing Ophelia too, Cordelia's just a little mesmerized with Ophelia's hair. Just a little note.
Say what? One more time?
No, Cordelia's a little mesmerized at Ophelia's hair with all the colors with it.
It's iridescent. It's like as she walks, it's like a different color like depending on what light she's standing in.
It's like a more of the eyes of I want her to be my big sister.
Aww.
Kind of like that.
Oh, that is a beautiful green dragon if I've ever seen one.
Gorgeous.
Next thing she's going to be drawing and showing to Tarsius is, so do you? So a lot of people don't realize, like, yeah, there's like itty bitty dragons that they call pseudo dragons, but they're not the most interesting. And then she's going to start talking about fairy dragons for another 3 hours.
So you're telling me that they're any shade of color they can be? Like that one? Oh, that one over there.
Now that, and then she starts sitting there and talking about like chromatics and metallics and talks about the difference.
You're gonna get a whole lecture on dragons at the speed of a young 8-year-old child telling you about their favorite dinosaur.
Yeah.
Tarsius he is a scholarly boy, if you did not know. So,
Yes.
Fresh graduate of the academy, so he's quite used to people telling him
Gentleman's
things.
Academy.
Gentleman's Academy.
I will
Oh my
also
God,
say, like,
yeah.
when she sits there and talks about some things, like, you know, about dragons, she will say a word and then stop and go, wait, that's the draconic term for it. Let me tell you the common term for it.
Gotta, like, write it down. If he had bad eyesight, he would have those little tiny glasses. But looking at his stats, he's a really freaking healthy boy.
Healthy boy. He eats his carrots.
So. Do not get him started on food. He loves his veggies.
Which, as you all depart for your chosen quarters for the night, Tarsius, Cordelia, and Patience heading back to the tavern, where a nice, hearty dinner will be waiting for you. And you will all get your rest, as eventually morning comes, and the summons will come for Tarsius, Cordelia, and Patience to meet at the southern gates that Patience you had entered the city through. What?
No, just this.
Oh.
Betrayal.
Cat has chosen me.
Before we head out, I am definitely going to grab both uncles and Trixie and sister and like one
All in
gigantic
one.
hug. Just pick them all
One
up
big
if I
hug.
can.
Okay.
Shake them. Gently put them down.
As you do. West will have a couple of sacks for you, just like, now, I made you enough lunch for today, so don't eat it now, but, you know,
Okay, ration. Got it.
as you'll be handed
I'll,
your food.
I'll watch him.
She'll make sure I eat on time.
Eat your lunch on time, and then, like, Cordelia will be giving your own little pack of
I'm gonna
lunch.
double check to make sure my lunch there, my water skin, axe looks sharp, making sure all my tools in the right place, like a
First
going
day
to
of
school.
school. First day of school.
Yeah, exactly. First day of adventuring.
All right, now go stand at the door so Uncle Cal can take a picture of you.
Okay. Wait.
Ooh.
All right. As you all depart for the gate where you will all meet at, Ophelia, you having collected your things and from your extensive shopping list, and for the most part trying to sneak out unnoticed, you would have had a lovely braiding session with Alistair, as he would show you all the different braids that he knows.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
As Alistair, you get up, do your morning duties, as you go to get your armor on, Ferris is essentially the first one to meet you and just be like, it's technically my job to help you into your armor now and also help you out of your armor. That's what squires do.
Oh, okay. I remember like this one time I put all my top armor on and then I couldn't reach my pants.
Yeah, don't do that.
Start from the feet and up.
Yes, we'll do that. As you will dress in your armor, she'll make sure that you have your sword, as well as your pack and a couple of horses that you will ride out on.
Do I recognize any of these horses?
You do not, unfortunately.
Can I go pet that one horse?
Unfortunately.
No!
Well, as you go to meet at the gates, Jaeon would have, having gone ahead of you, and of course, you would have met him at the gates where Sister Sarah would be waiting alongside the captain of the guard, Sir Colin, who sits atop his own horse, which is this beautiful, this beautiful kind of reddish pinkish fur patterning, as you know her by the name of Peaches.
Peaches.
Awesome. It was so hard not
And
to
yes,
give
you can go
Tars-
past Peaches.
Yes, he's gonna go pet Peaches.
It's so hard not to give Tarsius handle animal because every single one of my characters always has handle animal. I'm like, no, something
No,
different.
can't do it this time.
And I want to touch.
I mean, if you want to go pet the horse, you can go pet the horse.
No, it's for a
Patience
different
is
life.
looking at all the horses and just meh.
As you pull out your goat figurine, drop it on the ground, and in kind of a little burst of magic, which causes a few of the horses to kind of skitter back slightly, there is a large white mountain goat, the same white mountain goat that you and Jaeon had seen Patience enter on. And as you remember, her name is Greta, and she is a distinguished lady.
Yes.
As this white mountain goat just kind of tucks down on her knees and waits for you to get on top.
Yeah, patient. Mountain goat on. Mountain goat.
She just kind of stands. Ma.
Get it.
Before we
That's
like
her.
physically head out in to the adventuring world,
Yes.
I'm gonna grab the crate, put it down, make sure no one sees the wood that's behind. Grab a potion. Here you go. Give it to my sister.
Another
I don't
potion.
need it. I have 8. I'll give it back to you.
I'm not grabbing it. I'm gonna go over to patient. Do you
Put it
want?
inside the cart, but stealthily.
Do oh, I'm gonna roll some perception. I'm gonna see if I see.
Okay,
that.
roll perception.
Is
See if
this
you
sleight of hand or is this stealth?
roll me a
Or
yeah.
both?
Roll me a sleight of hand. You're trying to sneakily hide the potion. What'd you get?
as Uncle Cow's rolls on dexterity and hiding, natural 20, 23.
I got an 8.
As far as you know, you gave her that potion.
All right, good. I'm glad she took
But
it.
later, if anybody looks in the cart, you will find a stray potion just kind of tucked in the corner.
I look at patience. Do you want me to hold it or do you want to keep it?
I'll keep it.
Okay,
She'll
go.
take it. She'll add it.
Sir Alister, here you go.
As you were handed a potion.
And then I
Thank
have
you.
one left, and I go over to. There's 3 people. This is awkward.
There's 3 more people.
As there is Ophelia, Yuliy, and Jayon.
And then I look
I'm
at Yuliy. Wow. Wait, no, so 4 people, because it's also Tabaxi, right?
Yes, Ferris
Okay.
is there as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the gentleman like, excuse me, gentlemen. Move over to Fifi and the Tabaxi. Who? So
Sorry.
I'm like, here you go. I'll put it right in the middle between them.
As you're just kind of setting the potion in the middle of them all.
Yeah, I'm like,
Now fight for it. The strongest wins.
no. I mean, that would be cool, but no.
All right, Fifi is going to insist that they don't need that they do not need the potion.
Okay, there you go.
She says,
ma'am.
"I'm kind of I'm skilled in healing, technically."
Oh, cool. Well, that's useful. Ma'am, Miss Ferris, here you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. And she'll just kind of scoop up the potion and put it in her bag.
And no,
Oh, you're
no,
all so nice.
that who has
And none
potion.
for Gretchen Wieners.
So if someone needs it and the other person is fallen, you can go into their pockets, asking consent first, proof prior, and then you can just give them the potion. Okay.
As you essentially discuss this, you see Ferris pull out a little notebook as she's kind of writing down a little note with a stick of charcoal, just like, ask for consent when administering potion. Sorry, it's my first adventure. Just wanted to make sure I get it right.
I get really excited, like, mine too! High five.
As she is a small 5'2" cat person.
Sorry, got 3 feet down.
Like one of my uncles said, even though how skilled you are in taking things, you shouldn't. As if you noticed, Carabao never stole anything. Except that one time with
Except that one time off of that
Giant
Goliath. I
Goliath.
remember that, sir.
No,
Oh.
even if he is very good at sleight of hand.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm gonna grab my bag, put it down. As you hear, like, just the whole of wood clanking. Never mind that. And you're gonna see a not painted yet, but a very accurate, or at least close to it, wood carving of the head of that green dragon. Here you go. We'll give it to Patience.
It's gonna squeak, grab it, and get
If you have
super excited.
paint sets, one of my friends, when we used to play Houses and Humans, he taught me how to paint really well and really detailed too.
Houses and humans.
We can do a painting session afterwards.
Oh my god.
As Ferris just like, I love playing houses and humans.
What?
We should like play a game sometime or
Oh my god.
Cool. I don't forget that. Oh yeah, we're gonna go like fight dragons and stuff.
Off to a different adventure. It is.
fuck this shit. We're gonna go play Houses and Humans now. As Sister Sarah just kind of looks among you. It's like, so, I assume you're all ready to go. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure to send word back when you reach the Borskaya Bridge. There should be at least some form of outpost that sends mail. Alistair, Jayon, I leave that to either of you. As Jayon's like, Alistair will write the letter. Won't you? And he just looks to you, Alistair.
He just nods.
Alright, so Alistair's sending the letter. So there you go.
Good.
Yeah, after that too, Cordelia's petting every single horse that was there, and then
Alright, as you're petting every single horse.
while everybody's talking, basically.
For anybody that wish to have their own horse, you will have a horse. If not, there is a cart with a horse that will be pulling it.
Oh no, Cordelia wants a horse.
Alright, Cordelia's getting a horse.
She's finally so tall.
Cordelia gets a horse, Alistair gets a horse, Jayon has a horse.
Yeah, I think Tarsius will go cart just because, not that he would need it, but that eventually that might be useful for the party.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, ask for one.
So the cart, okay.
But the cart would probably just be empty for right now.
Alright.
Or at least it can hold the food for the other babies.
This is true.
Like, I'm looking at Tarsius. We're like, I have a saw. I have a horse. Just excitedly whispering to Tarsius, like, I have a horse.
As Ophelia kind of walks over to Sister Sarah and just kind of like hold out a letter that's in a sealed envelope. Just be like, can you please deliver this to my parents? But can you like wait like a good 10 minutes till we're gone before you do it? Just, you know.
Oh my god.
just wait till we leave, then send the letter.
I'm gonna go to Ophelia. I was like, make it 30.
Make it 30.
Just to be safe.
My mom can run really fast, please.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna look at everybody and like at the door with all our carts and horses and armor and weapons ready and note taking and wooden dragon. It's gonna be so much fun.
Ferris is busying herself making sure that everything's accounted for in the cart. She goes over, she makes sure that the saddlebags on your horse are on correctly. Alistair, she goes over, does the same for Jayon.
He's going to be petting his horse, and then he's going to, like, get really close to Jayon and then pet his horse.
As Alistair's petting his horse, just kind of like leans over as close as he can, starts petting Jayon's horse. Are you going to be doing this the whole time?
Not if we're moving.
Good. And Jayon just kind of like, you know, prompts for his horse to just walk away. Starts walking down the road.
Alistair's going to, like, give his horse a little nudge and just keep pace with him.
Okay.
I guess it's time to go.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we're going.
I was just
as you are all steaming off. With
How well trained are these horses?
roll me animal handling, Alistair.
Okay.
Since you had to ask that question.
Oh, he's proficient in animal handling. Yay. That is a 19.
19. Since these horses, not necessarily raised within the order, they are horses that have been acquired through, you know, deals made with nobility and such, that people that, well, for a better term, patrons of the order, supplying with horses, these are very well trained. Your horse, whichever name you choose to give it.
Name's Horse.
Horse. Okay.
I know some of the names all
Let me,
animals based on what animal it is.
you.
So the cat is cat, the dog is
All right,
dog.
so let me
Snake
let me
is
roll real
snake.
quick. All right, so you have a mare, and her name is Horse.
Cool.
All right. As you ride off on Horse, she's very well trained. Listens to your commands as you prompt her, as you've been trained to do within the order on handling horses. Yes. Okay, I thought you were trying to ask me something. Okay. And so far for your adventure, it will take you a couple of days till you start to see the beginnings of a settlement that sits essentially along a bridge. As it seems like this settlement itself is built around the bridge. You have a few houses starting, and then you have the bridge itself, and then more just kind of collected around it. Let me take up. All right. So here we are, starting in Waterdeep. And essentially, that will take you... The bridge itself will be found about around here.
Ooh, the opposite direction.
If you and then click the thing, it should like move everyone's screen to where you're clicking.
If I do what now?
I think it's control, and then if you click like control, like hold control, and then hit the wherever you're doing, it should move everyone there.
Like that?
I believe.
I'm holding the control.
It's either that or like. Hold on.
I don't know.
Macros.
Yeah, so yeah, right here is where it is. Because I'm looking between that map and then my actual like detailed map of the Sword Coast.
Of course.
As you would be, for the most part, taking the tradeway, which every now and then will be smattered with travelers, caravans passing through.
It was shift, not control.
Shit.
How long will that take? That's far.
There you go.
Oh shit! There it went.
Oh.
Nice. So shift and hold and click.
Cool.
Oh shit! It's because you're zoomed out. Right there.
Okay.
There you go. So that is where it'll take you. It will be about, since you are on horseback with the cart, it will be a bit of a quicker trip.
Do we have a map?
Yes, you would have been given a map.
Is this the map that we have?
Yes, this is the map that you have.
The exact map?
The exact map that you will have, yes.
Can we just go here then?
How about no, we don't go there yet.
You guys can do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to go to the Well of Dragons, be my fucking guest.
Like, is it very obvious that that's a location physically in Faerun? Because that is super sus.
All right, so here's the
evil
thing.
things happen there.
All right, so here's the
Looking
thing about
at the
that.
names, looking at the names of all these things, he's like Hill of Lost Souls, Battle of Bones. This sounds awful.
And then Skull George.
Yeah, Skull Gorge, Dark
No,
Hole.
it's George. I read it as George, therefore it's Skull George.
It's George. It's
George now.
It's Skull George.
Roll claws.
No, there's Candlekeep. That's where Grayson's at.
So we're supposed to go here.
As Ophelia would have been told.
Okay, let's go over here at Lurkwood.
Yeah.
What?
It'll take you about, like, I will say, give or take 4 to 5 days to get to where you are. If you're going to be traveling consistently on horseback with breaks in between to sleep and whatnot.
Yeah. My feet would be tired.
Yeah, your hoofsies.
No hoofsos.
Your little hoofsies. Which, as you make it, it'll be about, I'll say about, 2 in the afternoon when you finally reach the bridge.
On the travels, I would talk to Alistair one-on-one with
All right.
Same thing with what I talk to patients about, because Alistair's the other one who saw my hair. It's like, you were scared of the snakes.
Oh, Abby.
Are you just having this conversation out loud or in private?
No, just as soft as I can. Just
she'll be like sidling her horse up against Alistair as they're walking. Jayon will be doing his best to keep ahead.
Yeah, if patients
to avoid
like,
conversation with Alistair.
Next to Alistair and Cordelia, she'll just be like,
people tend to cast me off as a monster and try to kill me and take my head. Because apparently that's how you kill a Medusa, is you take off their head.
I think if you take off anyone's head, that's how you get rid of them.
And you can use their powers for your own. Or something like that.
well, that's rude for one.
I mean, I can't turn anyone into stone, not anymore.
Okay, but snake hair, that's... So do you not, like, have to even brush your hair? Because that's amazing.
No, they don't like that. I tried tying them up and they bit me.
Okay, but again, you don't have to brush your hair. That's amazing.
Can you...
Yeah, I tried that too. They bit me again, so I just kind of let them do what they want.
Again, it's amazing that you don't have to do that. That's the reason why my hair shows.
As you see, like this, like complete, like curly, ratty nest of hair that she's like holding out.
I can brush it to you every morning. I don't get to brush hair because I don't have one.
Thanks back to that time of having to sit down while her mom's like, nope, sit, brush your hair.
Brush your hair, brush your hair. You're a little tender-headed, Patience.
You can brush my hair.
I'd be like,
I wish he had a braid.
His
hair goes down to like probably like
if
here.
it's not braid, like goes all the way down.
Look, I have hair to my ass, and I cannot do the braids Alistair can with the volume that he can. That mother has like 5 pounds worth of hair.
There's much wisdom in that hair.
And then
so many secrets.
Cordelia's just gonna look in the air. I was like, I should have brought Uncle Ragnar's comb.
That has yet to be used. I'm waiting.
I know what we're doing on Friday.
Everyone's stressed. Brush hair.
Brush
hair.
Alistair's gonna be like, he's gonna like put his horse up next to Cordelia's, and then he's gonna be like showing her how to braid using the horse's mane.
Yeah,
as they ride, and just like this.
I'm copying it too. Not really good, but you know,
it's you know your first time doing it, but
yeah,
it's a little loose in some parts, and you just kind of like try to get it to work. But you know, Alistair's a patient teacher.
He's very patient, and he's like, "It's okay if you mess up. You just put your hand in and then shake it out, and then do it again." And he does it again, and then he like does like a little like the rabbit goes under the log and in the hole and over and under. And he's like, that's it! And then he just does it, like, flawlessly.
Beautiful.
The rabbit under hole in...
Just nuts.
But yeah, for the most part, it was just that Cordelia wanted that kind of out in the air to Alistair anyway. She's still kind of trying to hide it. She doesn't know the rest of the people.
I'm gonna make it known that Ophelia's horse is named Buttercup and Yuliy's horse is named Wesley, and Ophelia is riding her horse side saddle like a lady.
Of course, like a lady.
Patience is that child that's getting everybody's horse's name. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. Talks to the horse. Even though she doesn't have speak with the animal, but she's going to address it by their name. And eventually it's going to get to Jayon and just be like, what's your horse's name?
doesn't matter. It's a horse.
It does matter. Everything has a name.
Well, you can name it if you want, but I don't care.
You're a sourpuss.
Is that the horse's name?
No, that's his name, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm gonna laugh really, really loud.
You will address me as Sir Jaeon.
and
Sourpuss.
snort and be like, oh.
I am your leader on this adventure. You will address me as Sir Jaeon.
I think
Sourpuss.
Alistair's head of the party.
I thought Alistair was the head of the party.
I saw the
Sister
big
Sarah
lady
said that we're...
talking to him, not you.
Yeah.
Yes. Sister Sarah said that we, as Knights of the Order, would be heading the party. So together,
Wait,
technically...
I'm gonna look over at so Ferris is Alistair's squire, right?
Yes,
Does he have a squire?
he does not.
Oh.
I'm gonna look and say, like, I mean, Ferris is doing her job magnificently, being a squire and a knight in training. And then I'm gonna turn around and leave.
And then Patience is just like listening, like nodding with a lot of stuff, and then looks back again at Jan. And so again, you're heading. So you're heading the party.
Right.
You're not gonna write the letter then?
He's gonna keep writing ahead.
I have a question. DM, I sent you a message.
Oh.
I spy with my little eye something green.
Oh, was it a dragon?
Nope.
Oh, that
I thought that-
grass over there.
No.
Is it a pebble or a button that you have that I cannot see?
No.
That tree.
No.
That other tree.
No.
Look around.
As you all arrive to Borskaya Bridge.
I'm assuming by this point it's like, it's Cordelia's hood.
I was going to say that, but I didn't.
As you are brought to... So, as you would have been given this information before departing, Borskaya Bridge, it bears the name of a now vanished realm north and east of the Tradeway, which is the road that you have been traveling along. The bridge itself provides access across the winding water, and it is known as a major landmark. It is a bridge constructed of black granite and bears sculpted images of the deities of Cyric and Baal, commemorating the legendary battle they fought on the bridge during the Time of Troubles.
Oh yeah, Firun's gods came to the earth because fuck them.
Yeah, yeah. As you would have learned in gentleman's school, fuck them.
Someone like I wrote that note down. Like, oh wait, fuck, that wasn't what I was supposed to write down.
Oh shit. Oh god, did Uncle West write that note in my book? God.
I read the cliff notes.
You
That was the day I was at
read Uncle
West's.
West Cliff Notes.
I was like, and
God
so
came to
teacher,
Faerun because fuck them.
I was told to write this down, so fuck them. My uncle told me to do it. Please don't get mad at me. Okay.
Aw.
Yeah. So as you approach, this essentially comes across as a way station, as there are a few erected buildings, but most of them seem to be tents and wagons, and caravans providing fresh food and other services to coming travelers. As you do approach through, you will see one standing building before the bridge. Just before you get to the bridge is essentially a it's one of the few kind of half-finished buildings, an inn, as it is, with a sign on top that says, swinging that call that says, Bolo's Tent Side Inn. As you walk through, everybody give me a perception.
B or V?
B, Bolo.
Okay.
B.
That was gonna be
I know.
concerned.
That I know. What was it?
7.
7.
Natural 20, 25.
24.
24.
I would have crit with my weapon.
Okay. See what Yuliy and Ophelia get.
In these 5 days that haven't passed, but whenever I would have, as we're getting those numbers, I would have found the potion, and probably like the day before, or maybe 2 days before, I would have probably given it to Jay. Here you go. Found this.
Just kind of like looks you up and down. He'll take the potion, just thanks.
In case you need it. You never know.
Appreciate. Put it in his bag. 8 for Fifi and 5 for Yuliy. Okay.
All right, sis. Good job. We got it.
Yeah. As looking around, for the most part, I will say safe for Ophelia and Yuliy. What'd you get, Tarsius?
24.
24. Okay, so everyone but Ophelia and Yuliy. What you'll notice as you're riding into this essentially settlement is you will see some paladins actually kind of setting up their own tents in the area. But as you look closer, especially Tarsius, you will see that they don't carry the symbol of the Holy Brethren. Instead, their sigil seems to be that of the god Helm.
Yeah. Yeah, we met them. Well, never mind. Fox met them.
Well, Fox met them.
Yeah.
But you would have heard of them.
They're cool people-ish.
Yeah. They're kind of coolish.
They're kind of cool.
As you go, essentially, as Jayon kind of parks his horse outside the tavern and he just kind of ties the reins up to the post. Just kind of looks at all of you. I'm going inside, 1, for a drink, and 2, to get information. If you wish to follow, you can, but I'm doing what I can.
Okay, we should probably buy some food and supplies, especially for the babies. And I'm pointing to the horses.
Which, as you approach the tavern and kind of like bring your horses to post, Ferris will jump out of the wagon, as that's where she would have been staying, and she'll take the reins of yours, Alistair, and start hitching her up. If you want to go inside, I'll watch the horses.
But why?
Just in case. I mean, I heard stories of horse thieves, and brigands, and such.
Yeah, but we're a party. We stick together.
Well, I mean, you're all doing the important stuff, and I'll just take care of the maintenance and make sure we have everything.
Really, really close to her.
And she kind of drinks down because she's a tiny cat.
What do you mean we're doing the important part? You're part of the group. We all are doing the important part.
With Tarsius saying that to Cordelia will hook her arm on like that to her. Come on. You're part of the party.
Remember, in humans and houses, what the fuck we called it? Houses and humans, you never split the party. That's how the tax master, I don't fucking know what they call it when people touch it.
Tax collector.
That's how the tax collector gets us.
How the tax collector gets us. That's right. That's right. Head of HOA always says never split the party. So
Never split your party and make sure your mailbox matches everyone else's.
Always make sure your mailbox matches everybody else's, and make sure that your hedge height is always up to code. Otherwise, you will get a $40 fine.
Yeah.
And always make sure to bring your trash cans in before 4 o'clock.
Also, going in, is there like I guess like a stable person or something like that?
There would be a stable keep, yeah.
Yeah. Then I will give them X amount of money. Depends on how much it was. So like, can you feed the horses? And
How
drink.
long will you be staying?
Sir Alister, how long are we staying?
Do we want to stay the night?
Yeah, it'll be nice to have
Yes, you would have been on the road for quite some time.
wood in front of our heads instead of stars. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Then we can stay the night and come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Do we want to stay in one room and have like a sleepover?
My eyes get super
sleepover.
wide. I want to lean over to Alistair. Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
But it's like girls and stuff.
I can just imagine patients just being like, okay, but whoever falls asleep
Okay.
first, I am totally allowed to prank you.
Wait.
That's what the
Wait.
gnomes in the village I grew up nearby told me.
What if we rent a room and put our tents in it?
I like this idea.
We should get the biggest room then.
I'm gonna walk right in. Shop, keep, and keep, tab, and keep.
As
Yeah,
you
your
as you walk
biggest
in, you will
room.
see a halfling woman,
Madam?
kind of short, short, curly, strawberry blonde hair. She's got like a smattering of freckles on her face. She looks kind of middle-aged, more so, as she's just kind of picking up a few plates, just like, what?
Madam, I would like to inquire as to renting your biggest room.
I
You
mean,
have
we
a
only
beautiful
have 3.
corgi. I like your corgi. He makes cute noises.
Thank you. His name is Cinnabon. He is to be treated with respect around this tavern.
Yes, in a bun.
As this little corgi just kind of like runs around the counter and just kind of flops himself over on the floor, demanding pets.
Oh, that's my boy.
Cordelia would be petting.
How much is your biggest room?
I'd put her at about, well, she kind of like looks you up and down. Let's do 5 silver a night.
I put 5 silver down.
That will include water and feed for your horses if you have any.
Oh, we have quite a bit of horses outside. I'm gonna put 2 more silver down.
Okay. As she will scoop up the money. She'll be like, now, will you be starting a tab? Or are you just paying by the drink?
Buy the drink because I'm afraid of others abusing that system. Also, I drink quite a bit of milk. And I don't think it's fair. So, buy the drink.
Alright.
Can I have a glass of milk, please?
She will get you a glass of milk.
Thank you. How much is the milk?
I will get you a number at some point.
Okay.
I only ever prepare numbers for ales and wines. And I'm being brought with a fucking glass of milk. And tea.
You've done tea.
I've done tea before, and I'm being brought a fucking glass of milk.
I'm thinking about him, and he does drink, but he also drinks a lot of milk. Until when he discovers what a white Russian is, he's gonna feel like he's an adult and getting bigger at the same time.
Oh.
I've discovered Tarsius' favorite alcoholic beverage. Today's a good day.
Beautiful.
I hate white Russians.
Does Tarsius like chocolate milk?
I've never had chocolate milk. What?
Oh.
I'm gonna like.
What is chocolate milk? Like, you get chocolate, you eat it, and then you drink milk.
No, mix it.
So, what he's talking about is, You're one of those city boys, aren't you?
I was raised in a big house, yes.
Okay. She just kind of like looks you all over and just chocolate milk is when you take chocolate that has been essentially refined into a powder and you mix it into your milk and it turns the milk chocolate.
I'm gonna turn around and count every single member of my party.
One of those, please, for everybody. What is that? 8 of us? How many of us are there?
Counting yourselves plus Ferris.
Yeah.
That'll be about 7 people, as Jayon would have already been sitting at a table with his own wine.
Ooh, he's getting one too. Fuck whatever he thinks he needs.
So that's 8 people.
Yep, that's 8 people.
Yes,
Alright,
wine and chocolate milk. Let's go.
Everyone get a chocolate milk and just go sit at Jayon's table.
Oh,
yes.
Perfect. Because I'm gonna look at us. I don't think he has a lot of social skills and maybe he's really introverted inside and he can like he gets nervous when talking to others. So I found out that the best way to interact with that would be to just be there. Because they want to be part of the conversation, obviously, but they're just nervous. So you have to be there as much as you can. So when they feel comfortable speaking, you're there. Because if they feel comfortable and then you're somewhere else, then they think you don't like them. But you have to make sure that they know you like them. It was very complicated when it was explained to me.
How loud are you saying this?
I am 8 feet tall. My lungs are huge. I have booming voice.
Alistair's just like, I've known Jayon since I was a kid, and since he was a kid, he's always been quiet, except when he's drinking.
Oh,
that's different.
We have chocolate milk?
Maybe he'll talk more if he drinks more chocolate milk.
I like this.
Jayon! He's gonna run over.
As you yell that, you just see him just kind of like sink in his armor. It's like, what?
I have chocolate milk.
The fuck is chocolate?
It's milk, but it's got chocolate in it.
It sounds disgusting.
As I drink it, and half my fucking face is just with chocolate milk is really good.
Have you ever seen the video of the cow that just shoves his face into the milk?
Chug!
Chug? That's his name. Yeah, that's what I imagined.
Come up for air.
No, the important things in life, like chocolate milk.
Oh my god! As you yell down, no, I don't want to.
Please.
Cordelia's chugging hers.
Will you leave me alone if I do?
No.
As Ophelia will get her chocolate milk, and it will be in a nice toasty warm mug, as she asks for it to be warmed up.
Oh.
Hot chocolate?
You can warm it up?
And she's like, duh.
You learn from adventuring. So much you know. I'm gonna go up to like the meanest dude in the place. Like the toughest brawler. Is it Jayon? If it's Jayon, then never mind.
Alright.
If it's some other like random dude.
For the most part, you're it's rather vacant, save for you. You're probably the biggest party in there. And then you have the halfling barkeep.
Okay, then never mind. I was gonna go talk to the meanest person in here and be like, "Have you ever heard of chocolate milk?" But since
you'll probably, I would say you probably walk up to maybe like one knight of helm that's just kind of like sitting there with an ale, with his helmet off. As you just kind of like put a giant hand on his shoulder, like, heard of chocolate milk? No, I haven't.
You can warm it up. Advice.
That's great.
From adventurer to adventurer. I feel so proud of myself, and then go away.
Jayon, drink it. He's gonna shove it in his face slowly.
Jayon just like takes the cup and he just looks at it.
Yeah, you should drink it. You don't want me to ask you again.
It's just milk that tastes like.
Exactly.
Why are you such a sourpuss?
Why are you so annoying? He snaps that down at you, Patience. Here, you take it. Hands you his
She
cup.
already has her own.
Well, you
glass.
have a second glass now.
No,
As
she's just gonna look at him and just.
All right, fine. You know what? Here, Alistair, since you love it so much, you take the second cup. Now you have 2 cups of milk chocolate or whatever.
Sharing.
What was that?
You're sharing with me?
Sure.
I can't wait to write to Sister Sarah and tell her.
As you all essentially enjoy chocolate milk, some of you with it heated, some of you not, as you will order your meals and basically settle down for the night in the Borskaya Bridge.
Are there bunk beds?
Sure.
Alistair's like, yay!
I'm gonna.
Jayon, it's just like when we were kids. I call it top bunk.
I was gonna try to sneak up before anybody else and like make forts with the pillows and the bunk beds and the blankets, but I
As
probably
you
would have been
will.
caught halfway through.
Yes. As you will do that, and essentially you all kind of settle down in your own little blanket pillow forts that Tarsius would have constructed. Cordelia, it's just like when you were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, are we all staying in this one room?
You all ordered the biggest room,
It's like,
and it
hey,
has bunk beds.
This is what Uncle Cow did when he was teaching me how to see with my eyes closed.
She'll
I
compromise.
remember that.
See this tiny little. Because I'm assuming
Yes.
against everybody.
Everybody's in the same room. Jayon is being held there against as well.
Okay. It's one of those things she'll just sit there and just. I'm assuming she has like this little straw, not a bendy straw, obviously, but a straw, and she's just like slurping at her milk, and she'll look at him and just kind of stare on ahead. I'll compromise with you. The first person that goes to sleep with
As he just kind of like thinks a moment. If you need to know, Alistair's a sleeper. Think about it. But I agree. First person to fall asleep. Who's the first person to fall asleep? Everybody roll me a con save!
Oh god! Oh
All
thank
right.
god I have
Alistair, I swear.
Wait, everybody roll a con save to see who falls asleep first, right?
Yes.
Dirty
Alistair
20.
got a 4!
18.
25. Oh, wait, no, not 25, 21.
Damn. Got a +7 over here, and y'all are beating me.
No, I got 16.
That
plus
milk,
5.
though, especially when it's warmed up, makes you sleepy.
That chalky milk, man.
That chalky milk makes you sleepy.
Chalky milk.
Since Alistair drank 2 cups of it. As I wait for Ophelia and Yuliy.
Yeah.
Alistair, pray right now.
What about Ferris?
Dear Frats. You roll for Ferris.
So,
She got a 12.
Wait, what did Alistair get? A 4?
You got a
4.
4. I'm waiting for Ophelia.
He rolled a
18.
2.
18 for Fifi and Yuliy. So Alistair will be the first to fall asleep tonight.
He's going to fall asleep on the bottom bunk, and it's just going to be like his arm and leg hanging over the side, and he is just gone.
He's just completely
And
gone.
he's still in full armor.
that's okay.
Ferris
He
is
doesn't need
like
to be out of
doing
his
her
armor for
best to
this.
like work out, like starting with like the greaves and the boots, and just like that's not healthy to sleep like this.
Patience is just gonna sit there and again smile. It's like the Grinch smile where it's just
Smiling, just rows of teeth.
rows of teeth.
Rows of sharp
And
pointed
she's
teeth.
just gonna hold up her little paint kit.
Oh no. All right. I think that's a good point to end it. That's a cliffhanger.
What will happen next?
Oh, what will happen to Alistair as everybody beds down, but Alistair's the first one to fall asleep, so as party rules dictate, also you fell asleep with your shoes on.
Oh.
Alright, guys,
awesome.
so
Awesome.
thank y'all for playing, thank y'all for watching. We will pick this up again in 2 weeks to see where your adventures take you on the Borskaya Bridge, heading into the Serpent Hills. Those don't sound, specific. Don't think too hard into that. And what will Patience draw on his face?
Not. She's too young for that.
It's an elephant.
It's an elephant.
A
I was
really
thinking
shitty
you're gonna make him the
elephant.
Monopoly guy. Just give him like a monocle and the big mustache.
It's the tax collector from Humans and Houses.
Oh, I'm gonna be trying to teach people that don't know how to play Humans and Houses how to play Humans and Houses. And
That's gonna be so great.
yeah, I'll obviously, like, it's not that I want to be tax collector, but like I tend to just fall into the role of being the tax collector.
You just kind of end up as the tax collector, and you're just like, I might as well, so everybody can get to play.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
maybe one day they'll be good enough to where I don't have to be tax collector, and I could finally play my human.
my human. He's just a surfer dude. Like, that's what he wants to do.
Ah, nice. You got a surfer dude. Cordelia's horse's name Jinx. I love all these horse names. These are great. I demand horse patterns and breeds and all that good canon for this adventure.
My horse's
So-
name is going to be Marcado.
Cool. Love them. All right, guys. So thanks so much for watching. We will see you all next time. Be safe, be kind, and all that good stuff. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.